Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Don from the Don Show and Friends, aka Chilling with Don, and the bro Lonnie's in the building.
What's going on, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Glad to be here. I'm usually here at a different capacity over different videos, but people do not know about my movie side. So me and the brother, we nerd out a lot about movies, comic type movies, and it doesn't matter. Cinema, we love it. So that's what I'm here for. I'm glad to be here.
Today, we're going to do a movie review on Superman with no spoilers at all. None. No spoilers. So please do us a favor, hit the like button, share, ring that bell, get the notification, and please comment and let us know what are your thoughts if you saw it, but you cannot put no spoilers in the comments, okay?
Please.
All right, what are your thoughts about so far, how you feel about the character of the new Superman himself as the new actor of Superman and everything? How did you feel about it when you saw it? I'm gonna slide this over to you.
Biggest thing, for starters, he played a good Superman.
Yes.
And I want people to understand that we haven't seen a young Superman, meaning that, you know, he's established. Obviously, we can see in the, if you can see, you can see this in the trailer. Clearly, he's established. He's well known. He has colleagues that are that are superheroes as well. Sure. Metahumans are not a secret. It's not like the world just found out about metahumans and Superman's one of the first people. They're very well aware. So this is someone who has his feet wet, but he still needs to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing that, you can tell about that even in the opening trailer where he's laying down in the snow. It's like, okay, and it's not just about from his battles. He has to have proper perspective. So, so it's good to see a young, immature Superman that is, he understands his powers, he understands what he can do, but he's also needs to understand the effect. The effect, and that's one of the biggest things that I enjoyed about it. He portrayed it very well. He nailed it. I would say he nailed it, and I can give a different, later on comparison as far as, because a lot of people like to do comparative across the board when it comes to generations of Superman, or of course the previous Superman with the legend Henry Cavill. But so I can give my thoughts on that later. But to talk about this as is, he did an outstanding job. It was solid. It was solid. I'll put it like that. Like the movie, when me and the brother talk about it, we come from the junction. I always come from the junction of both as a film, just a movie. Like, let's say it wasn't Superman. Let's say it was like, I don't know, Mr. Strong Guy or something like that. Like, I come at it from a film perspective, and then I also look at it from the continuity of it being a DC or a comic film. Yeah. So I look at it from both sides, and it was solid when you look at it from all those angles.
Yeah. I love to see that the development happen. Like James Gunn said, I don't necessarily need a origin story, because we have done this already multiple times. Zack Snyder, he did it in his way. We have seen it multiple times with the legend Christopher Reeves, rest in peace. Like we have literally seen it multiple times. We've seen animated series. We have seen movie cartoons. We have seen. We know. Yeah. So we know. So to get a Superman where you put us in the, like, we're here, and without telling y'all the story, it literally made it clear what James Gunn said. I am not doing an origin story. Like, we got that already. And I like that. So I had a chance to see a side of Superman where I saw personality. You know what I mean? Like, I saw that. So I give it that. So I'm going to keep it simple with y'all with that, because I want y'all to go see the movie yourselves and have your own opinion about how you felt. So let me ask you this. I start this off is the crypto. Like, I actually enjoy crypto. Like, crypto, I really enjoyed it without telling y'all anything. I think it was fun to see crypto. I think it was actually brought like this vulnerable side again that's still connected to Superman. So it showed me a vulnerable side of him being responsible of crypto. And I'm a person that, read the comments for years where I'm used to crypto. So when I do get a crypto, I'm like, oh shit, there's crypto. Great. You know what I mean? So I definitely enjoy that. What did you think about how they shot the movie? Like,
Oh,
yeah. So I want to ask you that. I want
okay.
you to be able to share your thoughts before I share mine. It's like,
Okay.
mhm.
We saw the movie together, so
Yes.
so we was just in the theater, just like
yeah. We were.
you know.
Yeah.
So the shot of the movie, I remember the biggest things that stood out, and I remember telling the brother that I appreciate them bringing the brightness to a Superman story.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that is, and this is not that it was bad, it was beautiful, because The Man of Steel was a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And I'll give my reviews about that, my thoughts about that later. That's not what this is about.
Right.
But it was, the thing with the Man of Steel movie was that it was heavily grounded. So you get a different tone of color.
Yeah.
Whereas this is bringing literally comic book to life.
Right.
And so the bright colors that you'll see in the colors that you see in a Superman comic, you expect to see those bright colors in movie. Why? Because Superman is the symbol of hope.
Oh, come on, talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So when you look at that, it's gonna bring a certain kind of presentation. Now, if you look at someone like a Wonder Woman, she's about justice, so you're gonna see a little bit of brightness and darkness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's that bridge.
Yeah.
All these iconic superheroes are a bridging of themselves of a certain subject matter.
Yeah.
So Wonder Woman being someone a bridge between humanity and the gods, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that justice side of her, and being a little bit of both the order / the nurturer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So in a cinematic film, you're gonna see a little bit of light and dark.
Yes.
Then when you jump over to the homie, Bruce Wayne, the symbol for vengeance,
Yeah.
that's dark.
It's dark.
You know what I'm saying? So when you come to this, so the biggest thing, the first thing that shot out to me was like, I'm like, yo, this is bright.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
And Superman, again, the vulnerability, like you mentioned, the vulnerability that he had, and there's that approach gives it the grounded nature that it needs. So, but it's not necessarily so bleak, but it's bleak enough to where it's like, oh man, this is heavy.
Yeah.
But there's still hope in there with how the coloration of the film was done.
Yeah.
So that was just well executed, and I appreciate that, because once again, we're seeing a nice fusion of different concepts of what you see in a Superman movie, Superman comic, and that being brought to film.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the coloration, I was definitely a huge. I heavily appreciated that.
Yes.
I was definitely down for all of that. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah. The color work that they did, the color grade, and I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not like I don't make films, you know what I mean? I make some dance videos, but I don't make films. But I will say, like, for me, that I really appreciate the most was, like, yes, it was bright, but like you said, it had a great balance with the story, you know. And I think, like, the other thing that I actually appreciated is the fact that the action in this movie, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy seeing the action. And, you know, and it's like, without telling y'all anything that happened in the movie, is that I could just really simply say, I appreciate how much action they got into this movie without giving y'all anything from this video review. I would definitely say that they had a great balance of action. Like, I wasn't mad at the action that they gave me.
Yes.
You had a chance to kind of see that. But again, it wasn't an origin story. So it felt like you are watching a movie where you can see the Man of Steel at work. Yes. And if you got Zack Snyder, who brought this more mature Superman, then you got a lighter side of Superman in this movie. And, you know, and I think James Gunn did a real good job. I think he really did. And I think, like, that's the main reason why I feel like people need to give this Superman, this movie a chance and see the direction it's going to go. And I think James Gunn did. I think he did a great job of making it feel like I was watching a comic book movie. Like, it was like, oh, this is really a comic book movie for me. And I'm not mad at that. Just the way that, like, they shot this, I was just like, oh, this is really a comic book movie. And, you know, so it's like, it's not saying that the movie was perfection, you know, and it's not about that. Like, every movie is going to have these things that you can say, they can do better at.
Yes.
But I definitely say that the majority wins when it says that this is a movie that you need to go and see. Like if I can say to y'all, like I will go back and see this again. Like I will go see it again to look at things that I might have missed.
Absolutely.
Like, for sure.
First, again, starting with the fact that this is not an origin story.
Right.
The thing I appreciate about James Gunn, which I don't see this too much with many, both we see, both films and also video games, because there is a connection between the video game industry and the cinema industry.
For sure.
So, but not to nerd out too much about that. The thing that I liked about it was that James Gunn, this is like, yo, if you are a DC fan, this movie's for you.
Yeah.
If you're not if you're not a DC fan and you're not familiar with Superman or any of these things, okay, you may want to get caught up if you need to, but still watch the film. If you enjoy it, great. If you don't, that's okay.
Yeah.
This is for the DC fans.
Yes.
Because that is a very huge globally fan base.
What do you think about Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor was well portrayed.
Yeah.
By the actor that portrayed Lex Luthor. He is accurate when he portrays a role.
Yeah.
There's something about acting. This is me jumping to the theater side of things where there's a sense that you're not. Actors technically don't act; they become the character.
Okay.
That's how you bring the character to life.
Right.
So if you start to, act like the feeling, then you're not going to portray the character. It's like, okay, I really need to be this character. So sometimes you'll hear reviews of behind the scenes of co-stars talking about some of their other co-stars, like a Samuel Jackson or Leonardo DiCaprio or Heath Ledger, rest in peace, where they're like, yo, this person was in character the whole time. And Chadwick Boseman, also rest in peace. He still had the T'Challa, the South African accent and dialect, even when the cameras weren't shooting.
Right.
So the person that played Lex Luthor, he executed that. I will reach and say that he gave us a well-rounded Lex Luthor. Yeah. A Lex Luthor that's witty, but also that this dude is heavily obsessed with Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely see how he really approached the Lex Luthor. I really appreciate that a lot. It really felt like they already like I said, this is not a origin story again. So I don't want nobody saying they're watching this oh, he's telling us the movie. No, I'm not, because James Gunn has already made that clear. Yeah. So you kind of see them in the midst of what is happening in Superman's life. You also see that with Lex Luthor's life. Yeah. And I think that kind of flows us into the relationship between, Lois Lane and, Superman and him as Clark Kent, that showed up in we in the midst of it.
It's a very important thing to watch.
Yeah.
Because the dialogue is very important. Dialogue is very important. Again, it wasn't perfect. If I'll give my ratings of what I gave the movie later on, because it's something that when you watch the relationship between Superman and each and every person, from Krypto, Lois Lane, the people at his job, Lex Luthor, the
Daily Planet.
You see a little bit of where he kind of is like, yeah, I got it, guys. Yeah. And then you kind of see where he's acting like he has it, but everybody like Clark or Superman. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You need to think about this. So it's a very, very nice. It's balanced. Yeah. And even the nature of the outcome of the movie, it's balanced. Again, it didn't need to be a 10 out of 10. I didn't score it high, but I was like, this is a solid, solid film.
It's a solid movie.
It did what it needed to do. And
thank you.
Everything that when you watch it, this is what it does. It's like, okay, all the other content that's put in the movie, it complements the story.
Mm-hmm.
And as for DC lore, just in general, it's like it's not gonna surprise you, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that this is in here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's in there too. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, and what that does, this movie is a platform for everything that's about to come after.
Good. That's a good take. That's
like,
that's a real good take.
This Superman movie is a platform
Yeah,
for
that's a
everything
good
that
take.
we're about to see for the next decade.
Yeah.
And you're gonna appreciate this more
Yeah.
when you look back at it.
Yeah.
That's why when I looked at it from this junction, I'm like, this is an investment film.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a good take.
it's an investment.
A writer that I look up to, his name is Scott Woods. He's a great writer. And he says something that I do appreciate that I want to acknowledge on here. If you have a chance to, please look up Scott Woods, amazing artist and writer, poet, just amazing artist and activist. He talks about something that I saw with James Gunn, is that James Gunn makes you like the character that doesn't get so much shine. Because we all, as comic book fans of DC, all these other heroes from other stories and other platforms, we like, wow, we wish this character got more attention. He makes you be like, yo, I want to look more into this character. Like, if y'all know already, James Gunn played a part in, like, when it comes to like Suicide Squad, when he shot that. And I think like this right here showed me again of like characters that's in this movie that you will see, that you have to go see for yourself. See what I did there is it makes you kind of want to tap in more with that character. And Scott Woods spoke in that era about how he looked at the movie after seeing it. And that's why I would say, when you watch this, y'all, I'm telling y'all like this, like, you can see where James Gunn is going, and it start to really make you feel like a what if of what can happen next after this movie. And it's like, sit back and enjoy it. If you are a big fan, somebody like me and my bro, we're gonna go see it again. We're gonna make a spoiler one about this. Thank y'all so much for your support.
Yes, indeed.
Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button, share.
Subscribe.
We here 275 subscribers, so I hope y'all enjoy this, and we'll see y'all again soon.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all take care.
Peace.
Peace.